Good morning, everyone. Welcome to Delta Entertainment. I am your host, Lincoln Kenobi, and we are moments away from the inauguration of Donald Trump, and things are getting crazy, bro. The Democrats are losing control. They are flipping like crazy. They are trying their very hardest to take down Trump's selective selective people to take over the country, man, and to help bring this country back to where it was. So now we have an article that just came out yesterday, and we are going to be talking about it. Here we go. U.S. companies rush to dismantle DEI programs before Trump inauguration, and that's a beautiful thing, bro. I'm telling you, Disney has changed a little bit, but it's not changed fully. But they are doing some changes there, especially with their ABC's host, MSNBC. I think their boss, I forgot her name. She lost her. She decided to resign. So and right now the View, they were trying to look for conservatives in there to help represent the country, which it's not which represent the channel, and it's not going to work. But like I said, dude, things are changing like crazy, dude. We don't know what's going to happen in these next 4 years. All I can say is it's going to be a good thing, bro. This is going to be a good thing because we have suffered for the last 4 years with high inflation, with higher gas prices, groceries. We've had ongoing wars going on between Russia, Ukraine, China and Taiwan, Iran, the the Afghanistan departure failure. I mean, and of course, all this entertainment that's been going on is with the woke identity politics agenda, bro, and it is getting out of hand, bro. But right now, as soon as Trump won the election, bro, things are getting changed and for the good for the country. So let's get on to this article and talk about it. An unexpected corporate pivot, several major U.S. companies are hurriedly dismantling their diversity, equity, and inclusion programs ahead of the second inauguration of President Donald J. Trump. This strategic retreat of ideologically captured companies comes in light of the incoming administration's vocal opposition to what they describe as woke culture and anti white racism, with DEI initiatives at the forefront of their critics. What's more, they have the law and a recent Supreme Court decision on their side. The required context. Since Donald Trump announced his intentions to terminate every diversity, equity, and inclusion program across the entire federal government during the course of his campaign, corporate America has been on high alert. With corporate lawyers scrubbing language and policy, the next Trump administration's policy blueprint has explicitly targeted DEI initiatives and all institutions and corporations they have incorporated them. It was all over the place. It was in the military, it was in the government, it was in entertainment industries, especially in schools for kids, and it was in the gaming, it was in movies, it was in TV shows and cartoons. And this has gone too far. Even in the month of in June's Pride Month, man, they try to open it up to the people. No one, not a lot of people are interested in that nonsense, bro. If they want to do their nonsense, they can do it in private places. But if they want to put it in a parade, fine. But no parent shouldn't be bringing their children to this kind of thing, man. No parent at all. But when I see a parent bringing their child into that nonsense, bro, introducing them into that nonsense, it just upsets me, man. But hey, that's on the parent, man. Shame on them, bro. All right. This includes labeling as woke culture warriors, a promising legal action against those deemed to violate civil rights laws by engaging in what they perceive as reverse discrimination. Expectation is that even those who change preemptively may have to answer for those violations as well. The corporate response to self imposed crisis. In response, companies like Walmart, Ford, Amazon, McDonald's, and Meta have begun to scale back to or completely remove their DEI policies. Walmart, for instance, announced the cessation of its DEI goals, dropping the term from its corporate lexicon altogether. Similarly, Meta has dissolved its DEI team and ended its equity and inclusion training programs that studies have shown are incredibly divisive whenever they were and whatever they're deployed. Here's McDonald's new policies. Any supply chain of DEI pledge, pausing participation in some surveys, no longer setting representation targets. This wave of retractions, renames, and rebrands, it's not limited to these corporations. Posts on platforms like X have captured the sentiment when with the user noting the companies are dumping their policies because they know the Trump Justice Department will investigate and prosecute them. This will certainly surprise no one, as the president elect has expressively slated that in the past. Avoid litigation. The obvious motivation behind these actions appears to be a desire to avoid the potential of destructive litigation and a PR nightmare that would damage any company's reputation and give take talking points to competitors. Trump's first term was marked by an executive order against race and sex stereotyping and scapegoating, which has seen as an initial strike against DEI programs. This time, with a more aggressive stance, companies fear facing lawsuits under the guise of reverse discrimination or violations of Title VII of the Civil Rights Act, which prohibits discrimination based on race, color, religion, sex, or national origin. That fear is well founded in that future administration appointees have publicly stated that the elimination of DEI is a top priority. The legal and ethical debate, the legally of many DEI programs have been a continuous topic with the groups like America First Legal, founded by former Trump administration officials, already challenging corporate diversity efforts in court. See, right now, this is a post from George D'Amato. We will never stop working to make sure Disney is a welcoming place for all. So yeah, you keep going with that. These groups argued that such programs promote racial quotas, which are legal under current U.S. employment law and under the aforementioned Title VII of the Civil Rights Act. On the other hand, leftist civil rights activists like the ACLU have warned the dismantling DEI would undo decades of progress toward the racist driven lowest common denominator of equity, corporate strategy, and public perception. Companies are not just reacting to the legal risks of DEI under a second Trump term, but also to the broader political and social climate. Simply put, the pendulum is swinging back to common sense. The shift is seen by some of its corporations aligning with not only the new administration direction, but with the consumer sentiments as well. They are hoping to avoid becoming targets in a culture war that could extend into the board rooms and global governments. However, this move has sparked a debate on both sides about whether businesses are retreating from their incredibly unpopular true signal commitments to the corrupt social justice charm in favor of political expediency and deflection of previous bad behavior. Arguments can be made for both perspectives, and yet either way, more and more in ideologically captured entitles are now in fear of previous legal policies. Future implications. Dismantling of DEI programs could have long-term effects on corporate culture improvement, employment, opportunities for those being discriminated against by these policies, and the overall fight for merit-based workplaces as required by law. With the reasonable and law abiding see this as a necessary adjustment to legal realities, other views is a step backward from feelings based outcomes. As Trump prepares to take office, the business community certainly watches closely, or wondering if this is at the beginning of a new era merely for corporate governments or a complete repudiation of all anti American practices trying to undermine culture from the ground up. Conclusion and answers around the corner. There is no doubt on as of January 20th, the corporate landscape is visibly changing. The proverbial writing is on the wall when it comes to the Trump administration and DEI. Companies are making calculated decisions to eliminate DEI initiatives driven by fear of litigation, the looming enforcement of established law, and a desire to navigate the new political and consumer landscape unscathed. Questions remain whether this retreat is a strategic maneuver or a permanent based recalibration of corporate America remains to be seen, but it certainly marks a pivotal moment in the U.S. business history and perhaps a greater sign of excellence to come. So, yeah, man, I mean, and as for Disney being that stupid, bro, Disney can welcome everyone. The problem is you have you have cast members. You have cast members trying to target children, especially dressing up as you have men dressing up as female characters, which they shouldn't be doing, especially going around kids with that, man. That's what they need to stop doing in Disney. So they can welcome whoever they want as long as they don't try to target children. And that's what they need to stop doing. So, but everything that is going to happen, bro, it is going to be for the best, bro. And I hope these next 4 years are going to be better than ever, man. All right, that's going to be it for this article, and that's going to be it for this video. So if you like the video, hit the like button, share this video, post a comment below, let me know your thoughts, and if you're new to the channel, please hit that subscribe button for me. All right, everyone, thank you all so much, and I'll be seeing you in the next video. Bye for now.